Ruby Dee has been an important force in the movement of African American culture. With a career spanning 8 decades, Ruby was an actress that paved the way for African American actresses, and an activist fighting against injustice and racism in the U.S.
Being a colored woman, I guess I can't help myself now.
Ruby Dee was born in Cleveland, Ohio on October 27, 1922. Later on, her parents, Marshall and Emma Wallace, moved to Harlem, New York in search of new job opportunities, moving the entire family. After graduating from Hunter College, Ruby joined the American Negro Theater. American Negro Theater was an organization formed by Abram Hill and Frederick O'Neill in 1940. It was formed to have a strong development program in the arts for African Americans and to produce plays that reflected the lifestyles and opinions of African Americans. The American Negro Theater opened its doors for many African American actors. Although her first marriage was a bust, her second marriage was more than a success. Ruby met her second husband, Ossie Davis, in 1945 while she was understudying for the leading lady in the play Jeb.
He was tall and gaunt, and he had a very distinct and active Adam's apple. You know, when he spoke, the thing would go up and down in his neck like this, and his neck was all something like a bolt of lightning, an electrical charge.
Ruby and Ossie were very in love, so they got married in 1948. They felt blessed to be in each other's presence. They fought just like any other couple, but that's what made them such a dynamic duo, their ability to work through hard times. Ruby and Ossie had 3 children, Guy Davis, Davis Day, and Hassana Muhammad. The best role Ruby ever played was the role of a mother. Her children inspired her and brought her joy. The family was very close and shared passion. Ossie and Ruby appeared in many projects together. They set this golden standard for acting couples. Together they earned many awards, including the NAACP Image Award and the Silver Circle World. Later in their lives, they even wrote a memoir together. The family suffered from a loss after Ossie died in 2005, after being married to Ruby for 56 years, but even still, Ruby continued to work throughout her loss. After the American Negro Theater, Ruby progressively grew as an actress. She started out on stage playing roles made specifically for white women, and then played many more throughout her career. She was in many plays, such as Bozeman, Zora Is My Name, and Alina. Other actors say that Ruby was easy to work with, and she was small but powerful. Her work was truthful, and she captured characters perfectly. The first movie Ruby ever appeared in was called Love and Syncopation. After this, she was in many different movies and television series, such as Peyton Place, No Way Up, and Uptight. Ruby Dee was really well known for her stage production and movie production of A Raisin in the Sun, written by Lorraine Hansberry. It is a play about the identity of African Americans, social class, and dreams.
Moaning and groaning all the time, but you wouldn't do nothing to help, would you? I mean, you couldn't be on my side that long for nothing.
Walter, please, leave me alone.
Man needs a woman to back him up.
Walter!
And Mama would listen to you, and you know she listens to you more.
During the age of McCarthyism, when many people, especially artists, were being accused of communism, Ruby and Ossie weren't very affected. They joked they weren't getting work because of the color of their skin. Growing up as a black actress, Ruby told herself she would never win any awards because of the color of her skin. She said, "Racism will stomp the daring." But Ruby proved herself wrong. She was nominated for many stage and movie production awards. Ruby says she enjoyed performing during the Civil Rights Movement and McCarthyism era because she could help people see through their darkness. Towards the end of her career, Ruby even wrote and starred in her own show. One example of a show would be My Last Good Nerve. Although she grew old, Ruby continued to appear in movies into the 2000s.
You are ugly enough. Don't stare at me. The evil eye doesn't work on me.
Throughout her acting career, Ruby was quite the activist. Ruby's activism can be traced back to her early years. Throughout her acting career, Ruby was a strong part of the civil rights movement.
Bobby Hutton, 17, April 16, 1968, in Oakland, shot as he surrendered, his hands in the air.
She was close friends with Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, and Ozzy even spoke at their funerals.
Going to the Audubon Ballroom, we heard that Malcolm had been shot. My blood runs cold just to talk about it.
Ruby loved that she could use her acting to play a large role in the movement. She realized art changed people's lives. Ruby was even arrested once, along with 214 other people who were protesting after Amadou Diallo was shot 19 times and killed. After the Birmingham bombing of 1963 that killed 4 young girls, Dee and other artists formed the Association of Artists of Freedom.
Believe that a single person not only could make a difference, but must make a difference. And as I
Before Ozzy died, Ruby and Ozzy collaborated on many projects to promote their heritage. An example of one of these projects is the series With Ozzy and Ruby that premiered in 1981. Ruby said she didn't choose to be a part of the civil rights movement, she was born into it. June 11, 2014, Ruby died at age 81 in New York. Her and Ozzy's ashes were put in an urn together that read, "We're in this thing together." Her acting career spanned 70 years before she passed away. She never wanted to stop discovering and opening new doors. Behind her, she left the Ruby Dee Scholarship in Dramatic Art, which is awarded to talented young black women who want to be actresses. Ruby Dee, a writer, an actor, an activist, a leader, an inspiration, and a legacy.
There's nothing can harm you. Yes, with Daddy and Mommy, stand